Can you talk about the beginning of the fourth set and how difficult it might have been to begin that fourth set after being 2 sets down?
Yeah. I was like, oh, geez, those 2 sets went by pretty quick. And then I was like, you just try to have fun with it. And then I caught some good fire. And then, I was back in it by the time,
Frances, first of all, congratulations on a terrific performance. I know it's at the final last ball that you wanted to have land on your side, but in the last 2 months, you've made global awareness. 4 months ago in Sarasota, Florida, you're on the court with all the screaming in the background all over the world. It's viral. And you respond out, it can't be that good. People knew that you had a sense of humor. Tonight, you made global awareness that you can play this game with the best. Congratulations. So, what was it feeling like out there? Both ends of it, the highs, the lows.
I came out there, I really didn't feel nervous at all. Obviously, it's how many years have I been watching the U.S. Open? As a little kid, I've always dreamed of being on center court at night, playing the best in the world, and, finally having a court. I'm ready for it. We dreamt it a lot, and found my best stuff, no matter what, and that's what I did.
Did you have a word with your dad yet on it?
He's right behind me, yeah. Not much, just gave him a hug, but surely we'll be talking about this one for a while.
Frances, obviously, nice hat, by the way. Obviously,
thank you.
The result you wanted, but what do you think the potential is of this match for being something that you look back on as a landmark night in your career, just being able to play on Ash, what you were able to achieve against Federer?
Yeah, it's something I'll be thinking about for a while. Definitely give me a lot of motivation to, work harder and, just try and keep getting better. Want to win matches like this. For a while I felt like I can, play against anyone in the world. Now it's a matter of, finishing these tight matches I've been playing against, really good guys. So I'm putting myself in positions to win, and, that's eventually I'll win more than I lose these.
Thank you.
Congratulations on your great performance tonight.
Appreciate it.
Were you able to feed off of the crowd?
Yeah, the crowd's getting behind me pretty good. I like to get the crowd pretty into it, especially in the fourth. When I was playing pretty much lights out, I got them into it pretty good, and I was getting pretty hyped. So they were liking that. I'm pretty sure they would like me to sneak that one out today, but guys, it's too good.
Also, I read your piece in the Players Tribune. What inspired you to write that?
My agent called and said, "You doing it?" So I was like, "Yeah, all right, I'll do it."
Roger is widely considered to be the greatest of all time.
He is the greatest player of all time. Yeah.
Out there battling him, there's so many swings, momentum shifts. But what makes him so tough, so hard to beat?
You can go down the list. You can't read his serve. He jumps on the short balls better than anyone. Doesn't give the baseline up. Takes time away. Volley is great. Best mover by far. Just sees the game completely different than everybody else, and he's unbelievable.
Did you sense his decision making changing and his thought patterns changing during his tactics during the match? Did you sense any of that?
I felt like when I was playing well, I was kind of controlling most of the rallies. When I was in the ball big, he wasn't really doing much except staying steady with me. And then, when I was playing well, I was pretty much controlling all the rallies and putting the most pressure on him. And then obviously, if I stepped back a little bit, he took that angle and ran with it. And that's what he did. He won by the skin of his teeth. And
Frances, Roger and a lot of the top guys obviously have these all-around games, right? And nothing's really that much dominant than the other thing. How important is that for you as you continue to develop your game to make sure everything is being developed, not just a couple things?
Yeah, they have every shot in the book. That's why they are where they are. That's why they've achieved what they've achieved. And yeah, I'm just trying to get to that point, where I feel I can hit any shot at any time. Got all the tools, and yeah, that's when you're pretty tough to beat. And when you have that, when you have all the shots, it's pretty easy to play, and they just put it all together. And he's been doing this for a couple of years, so I think he knows what to do in the tough situations.
A little different question then. Your peers like tennis, Bjorn, they have some tennis-related names. What do you think of that idea, and would that be something you would entertain years and years down the road?
I really don't really think about that much. That's pretty cool that they have that, but a name's a name at the end of the day for me.
What do you think will stick with you longer, the sense of pride in how you played tonight, or the disappointment in the result? Where, how do you look at this one now?
Probably pride. Obviously, I'm pretty disappointed as well, but I just went 6-4 with the fifth with, at night, first time ever on Ash, the greatest player of all time. It's tough to be pissed, but at the same time, it's, if you were to win 6-4 in the fifth, and how I'd feel right now, and things I'd be saying to you guys. So obviously, not satisfied, but I think it's a pretty good showing.
Roger patted you on the chest as you guys were walking off the court. What did he say to you? Great year so far. You're only getting better and better. Keep going, and you're gonna have one hell of a future.
So you saw the draw. You saw you got Roger Federer. What was first going through your head, and then was there? How did you prepare for the match right after you saw it?
All that practice, and everybody in my team knew, and they weren't trying to tell me. And a couple guys on the practice courts were like, "You have a good first round." I was like, "Okay." Back then, I was just joking with me. He was like, "You know who you play?" And I was like, "No." He's like, "Me." And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." Tisarvich was like, "You ready to play at night?" And I'm like, "Okay." Like, someone's messing with my head. And then I saw it, and I was like, "Yeah, let's have a thrill. Let's battle." I played him once before, and I thought I was in the match, and I'm always gonna give it my best stuff. Doesn't really matter if it's on the other side. After a while, it's it's just a tennis match, and you just want to beat everyone you play. So after a while, you almost forget that's Roger Federer, because at the end of the day, you're just hitting the ball on the side of the net.
When you were first going out on the courts at the Junior Tennis Champions Center in College Park, did you ever imagine having a moment like this on the greatest stage in our game? Was that something that came to you early in your play as a young junior?
It's the only reason why I played the game. Every day I thought I would be here. I always told my dad that. Finally got the opportunity to do it, and it means the world to me. And I'm happy that my brother, my mom, my dad, everyone got to see it.
And what did Roger say to you at the net after the great match?
Yeah, I just said that about a minute ago, but yeah, that you're gonna be a great player, and you have a bright future ahead, and just keep doing the work, and that I've had a great year so far.
Francis, just a moment ago, you mentioned going on the practice court, getting ready for this. After tonight's, this moment, this statement, is it going to be easier to go on that court and push yourself even harder because you got a taste of it now?
Yeah, you can say the same thing when I lost to, John last year, 7-6 in the fifth. All these matches, make you want to get back on the practice courts. It's I don't know, at this point, of my career so far, I wouldn't say, just that, losing this match, that I'm going to want to practice that much more. I want to be number one in the world. I want to, win Grand Slams. I want to be on top of the game. So I always have motivation to play a game, and it obviously helps. But until I do that, I'm always going to be motivated to play.
just mention what Roger Federer said to you at the net. Given that you just asserted earlier that he is the greatest player of all time, in your opinion, what does that make you feel to hear those words coming from him, talking about how he's followed you and knows that you've had a great year so far? How does that make you feel when someone who you think is the greatest of all time says that to you immediately after the match?
I mean, right after, you don't really process it. It's kind of just, you're obviously not happy. I mean, you're not really hearing it. But when you calm down, it's unbelievable hearing something like that from him. He's for sure the best player of all time. And also the nicest guy out on tour. Always says the right things, always does the right things, and he's such a great ambassador for the sport. So it means a lot that he said that to me, and that he thinks I have a future. That definitely gives me some confidence.